Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the EZA and the overall performance of the Strength Great Saiyaman 4 hero after his Extreme Z Awakening on DBZ Dokkan battle. So basically, to cut a long story short, he got a pretty nice EZA. He is a youth category lead of 3, HP attack and defense of 77%, and also he leads the superclass with 3 key and 40% HP attack and defense. He raises attack and defense permanently on his super attack whilst also lowering the enemy defense, and he has attack and defense of 120%. Superclass allies get key +2 and defense of 30%. Youth category allies get attack of 30%. He gains an additional defense of 30% when attacking, and he has a chance of performing a critical hit of +10% with each attack performed, up to 50% in total. He has a high chance of launching an additional super attack as well, and overall he's a pretty nice unit, I want to say. He's basically got a kit that encompasses everything in terms of build. You're going to want to build him predominantly into additional. That is the best route to go. In terms of links, he has Kamehameha, Courage, Hero, Hero of Justice, Infighter, Patrol, and Sharing the Limit. He actually has pretty good links, but they are more Defenders of Justice orientated than anything. One nice thing, he's not really restricted in any way, shape, or form with his passive or his team building abilities. So overall, he just is a very solid unit. But yeah, he is on the Time Travelers category. The youth become Kamehameha, the Dragon Ball heroes, the special pose, crossover, Defenders of Justice, and warriors raised on Earth. So overall, a fairly decent selection, if not slightly limited, but he's a pretty solid unit. Like I said, he's not going to let you down, and I think most players should be relatively happy with just how good he is after his EZA. I think he lends himself to being a very solid support for long form events, which, although maybe not super suitable for some content in the game, is definitely still super helpful. Things like Infinite Dragon Ball History, the Fighting Legend Goku events, the Fighting Legend Vegeta events. He's going to look pretty good. And here we can see rainbow wise he does look pretty good. We're running him on a crossover / Dragon Ball Heroes team, just because it's a team where we can get some of his nicest pairing partners. And yeah, obviously he starts off a little bit slow. I think that is to be understood. It's not like he's going to come out the gate with 5 million attack stats, considering the fact that he's a unit that can stack. So him starting with like 5 mil attack stats would be pretty crazy. But he is really good. He can stack quite quickly as well, not necessarily slow in any way, shape or form. So I think overall he does look really good. And yeah, for me, I quite like his kit. I like his overall abilities. I think he's conducive to being a unit that enables teams to function properly, and for me that's always a unit that I do actually enjoy using. Units that provide synergy generally are pretty nice units to have running around, and with such a versatile kit he's just going to look pretty good. We have some support here on the rotation. You can see the defense gaining, you can see the attack building, but there's not too much really to show like in terms of like his overall abilities. It's not like we're going to be able to show him going one turn to the next and getting like 18,000 damage or anything like that. So I think like it is important when you do look at these things to not necessarily evaluate him as like a unit that's going to be off the face of things super crazy. Like not at the beginning. He does take a bit of time to build up, but I think that's perfectly understandable. He is a more long form hero, but the defense can definitely get there relatively soon as well. He doesn't just build up slowly over time. I think just in general he's a pretty solid unit, and yeah, I really like his overall kit and ability. Yeah, for me, really good. Personally, I'm super happy with his overall performance. I'll just put in a couple more clips here of him obviously just looking decent overall. Like him just looking solid, him just looking better, just showing him also in some situations where he stacked a little bit more, a couple more turns on, and just giving you an idea of how his stacking goes. Nothing too crazy. Obviously the attack isn't something that's going to be noticeable, not in these kind of events where you're only 5 or 6 turns in, but over the course of a long event you could definitely see the attack rise. Like I said, it's not going to rise to a bajillion, but it's going to rise to pretty fairly solid amounts, and I think most players will be happy with where the defense goes and where everything lies. Just again, it isn't necessarily that he's the quickest unit out the gates. He is not a unit that's gonna pop out and be like absolutely insanely powerful. He does have a little bit of concerns and issues, but that's okay. Again, more than fine. Just overall a very solid unit, and the 50% crit is honestly speaking so helpful. Like for him as a unit, the 50% crit is such a good thing for him to have, because it enables him to really function quite well, like to do a lot of good work. It gives him full control over his kit, so you can really just build him into being whatever you want him to be. You want him to be full additional, that's no problem, it's the best thing. You could build him into being like a full crit build, and then he'd just be critting all the time. So it's just dependent on what you really kind of feel is best. I personally would go full additional. The thing is with his links are pretty good, but there is a little bit of understanding with his links. His links are really good on Defenders of Justice. He links really well with Great Saiyaman units and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with linking Great Saiyaman units. It's just that that specific team is not really there right now. In general though, Kamehameha is solid. He does have Shattering the Limit, which is a great free-to-play link, so he does have some kind of common links, but most of his links are definitely more Great Saiyaman related. Courage, Hero of Justice, Infighter, Patrol, that's all kind of hero orientated. Some Dragon Ball Heroes units do have that though. I know Trunks, Super Saiyan God Trunks and Pan, they have they have some of those links as well, so it is pretty good. But yeah, it is also again good, but also a little bit restrictive. But in general, I think he's a really good unit. I think his links are great. They are worth link leveling, but it just depends on whether you're going to be able to run them specifically with those units that can get those links active. They are great to link level, but like, when are you going to run him on a team full of Great Saiyaman units or units with courage, etc.? Just doesn't feel like you're going to be doing that super often. But yeah, overall, he's really good. I like him, and I think most players should find place for him. He's definitely a worthwhile EZA. But yeah, I think overall he's really good. I wouldn't prioritize him. I'd definitely just float him as a support. I think 30% defense is fine, considering how much other versatility he has in his kit. But yeah, that's basically everything I think you need to know. I don't think there's anything else. And yeah, as a unit, he just looks really reliable and solid. So for me, I would say I would definitely give him a very solid like overall rating. I would say he's a pretty good unit overall, and I would say he's definitely someone you should look at picking up for your box. He's going to help you out tremendously. That's going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.